Lost with Raccoon Negotiator. So there we were, a family of 4, setting off on what was supposed to be a relaxing Sunday hike through the woods. My sister, Mom, Dad, and I had packed sandwiches, water, and Dad's infamous trail mix, which was essentially just M&Ms and pretzels. Dad, ever the adventurer, insisted on leaving the map behind. After all, who needed a map when you had his trusty sense of direction? We were skeptical, but then again, Dad's stories about his Boy Scout days were legendary, even if no one could ever verify any of them. About an hour into the hike, something felt off. We passed the same peculiar tree 3 times. It was hard to miss, a massive oak with a smiley face carved into it, which I cleverly dubbed Smiley. Dad assured us he knew exactly where we were going. "Just trust the compass in my head," he said with a wink, tapping his temple. Mom rolled her eyes, my sister sighed, and I started documenting the adventure on my phone, thinking it might make for a good story later. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, it became evident that Dad's internal compass was spinning like a DJ at a rave. We stumbled upon a small clearing where we encountered a group of friendly raccoons having what appeared to be a picnic. They were feasting on what suspiciously looked like our packed sandwiches. Meanwhile, Dad was trying to negotiate a trade with them using his trail mix, convinced that the little critters could point us in the right direction. Watching Dad barter with raccoons was like watching a bad episode of Man vs. Wild. In the end, as darkness settled in, we decided to call for help. When the ranger finally arrived, he chuckled and said, "You folks are the 3rd group I've found this week, right by good old Smiley here." As we followed him back to civilization, Dad sheepishly admitted, "Well, I guess my internal compass needs a bit of recalibration." As we reached our car, my sister turned to Dad and said, "Next time, let's bring a map, or at least a raccoon." Turns out Dad's sense of direction was less about finding paths and more about creating unforgettable detours.